Alright, what's up? What's up? What's going on?
Wisteria betrayed us. And for what? A Sathalmor plan we know nothing about? I've been struggling to think of something, anything that could help us end this threat, give us a direction. So, imagine my surprise when I got a letter from a ghost.
You got a letter from a ghost?
The letter's from Snapdragon by way of a banker in Marbrook. She left behind instructions that in the event of her death, I was to inherit a locked coffer. A coffer that the banker says she gave to the bank for safekeeping a week before her death.
Any idea what's in the coffer?
I'd guess it has something to do with all the research she did into the Sathalmor, but there's only one way to be certain. I say we head to the Foundation of Trust Bank in Marbrook and see what she locked in the coffer for me. Well,
Alright.
for us.
Alright, let's head to Marbrook then.
I'm trying not to get my hopes up, but Snapdragon was meticulous. If anyone could have uncovered Wisteria's plan, it's her. Let's head to Marbrook. We need to ask for a clerk named Lahathril. Hopefully this will get us back on track.
Let's talk about a few things before we head out.
I know. You're supposed to talk about your feelings when things are rough. I'd rather just get a drink, to be honest. But talking is fine, too. So, what do you want to talk about?
Have you heard anything from Hyacinth and the gardener?
Enough to know they're alive, but that's about it. I'm not surprised. Those two love to sit in dark rooms and map out every move the ring makes ahead of time. In the early days, I couldn't so much as kick down a door without consulting Hyacinth.
What changed?
Wisteria started running the missions. She let me make my own decisions, let me make mistakes. It was a big change from when I was growing up. Back then, every moment was calculated, controlled. And when that didn't work, I got these tattoos.
How do you feel about your tattoos now?
For a long time, I couldn't look at them without feeling a sense of failure, of disappointment. But the way you and Wisteria look at me, look at them, they've grown on me. They make me feel kind of special, actually.
Here's a traitor, though. Has that gotten any easier?
Is it any easier to know that she was lying to us from the beginning? That she's been undermining our efforts since the moment she joined the Garland Ring? No. And the more I think about it, the more confused I am.
What do you mean?
We still have no idea what her actual plan is. I mean, some of our missions against the Sathalmor actually succeeded. Were those just shams? Her letting us think we won? Another thing. That day in Oridon, the ice trap. Why me? Why not Oleander?
Was she trying to protect you then?
Instead of trying to protect me, she could have treated me like an equal, told me the truth. If she had, maybe I could have changed her mind. Or she could have changed mine. I don't mean that. I just wish a lot of things had gone differently.
You still enjoy traveling together?
After everything that happened, you've been a boon. I can't imagine what sort of trouble I'd have gotten into without you. The Divines know I needed a distraction. Without you, I'd probably be 3 bottles deep before midday.
There's still time to stop by a tavern before we go to Marbrook.
Ha! Don't tempt me. You're a good friend. Gallivanting aside, you've shown me kindness, and that's a rare thing in this world. More rare than you might realize. I appreciate it. And I appreciate you.
Hey, thanks for talking. Let's go to Marbrook. Bye-bye. Marbrook, Green Shade, right?
Staying out the trouble.
Let me guess. You and your sweaty tattooed friend are here regarding a lost coffer in our care. It's not often our clients include detailed descriptions of their beneficiaries. And I must admit, she was spot on.
Oh, that's right. My friend received your letter.
Excellent. Lady Laranice was very specific. I have the document right here. A vault to be held in trust. To be accessed only in the event of her demise. Huh. Very pragmatic. In this case, to be made available to one Tanlorin of Relenthiel.
Oh, deal.
And friend.
Friend. Hi, friend. Well, that's us. Where's the vault?
Here is the key. The vault is on the table behind me. She only purchased a small one. The contents now belong to you and your friend. If Tanlorin wishes to retain the vault afterward, they'll need to sign a new contract. At a reasonable rate.
Thank you.
Thank you for banking with the Foundation of Trust. Have a good day.
What do you think about her?
Let's find out what Snapdragon left us. Fingers crossed, this gets us closer to figuring out Wisteria's plan. Or I guess, failing that, we're eating and drinking very well tonight.
Alright, let's go see what we find. After my abduction and subsequent imprisonment in Sunhold, I followed Perun to create a second copy of my research, the Garland Ring Trader. This is my journal. I've been tracking the movements of the key members of the Garland Ring, yourself included. I am nothing if not thorough. Karen, if you're reading this, then I'm dead.
I might doze off.
Sorry about that. You're always the best of us. I hope that this helps you find the traitor that killed me. The original should be available in my cottage in Farsold. You remember that one? I can't shake the feeling that that stashing that away will be something that helps us all in the long run. Good luck. While much can be said about Hyacinth's abduction in Green Shade Greenhouse, I find it hard to believe that our skilled tinkerer lost to fight in his own workshop. Hyacinth has always had a history of isolating himself for weeks. He would have us believe that the long absences were spent researching a new design or device and mechanisms for the Garland Ring. I posit that Hyacinth is instead using that time to coordinate his efforts with Scythe contracts, though I have no definitive proof. Wisteria is always as skilled as a spy I've ever met, and gutted a few in my time. In the days following Ordeal's death, I noticed a pattern of her travels. My own contacts in Green Shade have reported Wisteria's presence all across the province, but physically all these locations: coast area in the Seaside Sanctuary, near the entrance to the Labyrinth, and the Echo Pond. The Garland Ring is still primarily operating out of those Hyacinth greenhouses. This would make sense, but we moved over to Malvator. I think it's odd that Wisteria is frequently in Green Shade, especially knowing that they had a embedded presence in Runthias. The gardener is Enigma. Behind the present trees, he reeks the riches and politics. I long suspected that he's a lead of some sort in playing spycraft, but no mission in the Garden Ring's long history has ever directly benefited the Thalmor politicians. That I'm aware, at least. I regretfully admit that he may be doing exactly what he preaches, using his not unconsiderable wealth to give the Garden Ring the best chance it has in making Somerset a better society. That doesn't mean I have to like it, though. Then there's Bart Bodcup, or rather, Tanlorin. Born of a wealthy family of architects and mages, Tanlorin was ousted, stripped of their family name, and banished when they were unable to bring their magical powers under control. Records seem to hint at the disaster of some sort, but specifics are hard to find. When I presumed, which I presume is by design. Despite the mystery, I have no reason to believe that the traitor, they are the traitor. Chief among my reasons is the strange travel companion they've recently spending all their time with, an adventurer of some sorts, and I've heard the two of them have made a name for themselves. To this I say, good for them. I worry about Tanlorin's ousting, put too soon the end of his childhood, or their childhood. This new friend seems to be giving them a chance at being themselves again. Also, frankly, the detail-focused skullduggery required to be a traitor to one's friends is exactly the kind of work that Tanlorin despises.
That's a journal. Let me take a look.
You not stand on the table.
This is it, friend. Ah, I can hardly believe it. These are the notes that say Thalmor burned back at First Hold. Snap made a copy. Oh, look at this. A suspect list and all of our recent movements. I'm impressed. A little scared and kind of hot and bothered.
Well, this journal has a section about Wisteria.
Yeah. Snap has her all over Greenshade, along the coast, near the ruins of Labyrinth, and somewhere called Echo Pond. What were you up to, Wisteria? How do you feel about taking another little trip, friend?
What did you have in mind?
Snapdragon didn't have a chance to follow up. These could be mustering outposts with all kinds of notes about what the Saythalmor are really up to. Best case, we figure out Wisteria's plan. Worst case, we cause the Saythalmor some trouble.
All right, where do we start?
Let's work down the list, starting with the area southwest of Seaside Sanctuary. I marked your map. Greenshade's coast is all coves and inlets. Plenty of spaces to hide. Now let's go. This authoritarian plot isn't going to unravel itself.
Can we contact Hyacinth and the gardener and tell them what we found?
You want us to waste time getting approval? No, I don't think so. I'm tired of waiting to be told what to do and when to do it. We can handle this without them.
Saying that we get approval, just saying we call for backup. Oh, what if we need help?
When have we ever needed assistance? We've been fine on our own, right? If anyone's going to stop Wisteria, it's going to be us. It has to be us. Hyacinth will just try to talk me out of it. Take things slow, play it safe. Not today. Today, we act.
All right, let's go.
Well,
let's see if this gets us there. All the way up there, okay. Hi guys, come here. Let's go get together here, huh?
that's all of them. Let's look around.
Our plans at Alinor have been expedited. All our agents are to be recalled. All observation encampments are to be abandoned, and agents are returned to main base. All agents not returning promptly should be shut out. Wards and shields and primary muster point from the scrying and teleportation. It'll be impossible to enter the camp once protections are in place. Move with haste, brothers and sisters of Seth Almor. Together, as one, we will march forward toward perfection.
Plans for Alinor? That doesn't sound good. That bottle looks familiar. Shimmerine Rosé. Wisteria's favorite. Wait, I can feel her. It's like with the boat and the disc. It's like she's right here. If I just...
I must return to Alinor soon. I'd hoped Tam would have come to their senses and joined me.
You made no argument, woman.
Ori.
Like, come on.
How did I do that? You saw that too, right?
Why is he not coming to his senses? Well, you didn't put forth any arguments.
It's like Wisteria was right there.
Yeah,
I
we
just
saw it.
thought of her, focused on her, and there she was. I could feel the connection between us, stronger than it's ever been. All I had to do was reach out.
It was like the memory of from Hyacinth's discs.
Sort of, but this was all me. Me and my magic. I think it was Wisteria's memory. I reached out through the connection we share and manifested a moment that happened right there in that tent. Wait, do you think I could do it again?
What are you thinking?
Sorry, this is so exhilarating. Like the smell after it rains. Have I been able to do this all along? Not important right now. What if we go to other places she's been? I can manifest her image again and maybe use this to learn their plan.
You want to go to other locations in Snapdragon's journal then?
Exactly. Where were those other two places Snap wrote down? I think the next one was over near the labyrinth. We head over, find another object connected to Wisteria, and this time, I really focus. Who knows what we may see?
Okay, let's go to the labyrinth then.
I think Snapdragon's journal said the next site was near the labyrinth, not in it. Friend, if we can find something else Wisteria left behind... Oh, this is amazing! Wait until I tell Hyacinth about this.
You never did anything like this before then?
Manifested a memory? No, never. My deep magic, it's not something I really like to use. But that time, it felt natural, like breathing. I focused on how badly I wanted to see Wisteria, and it's like I just pulled a part of her right to me.
So why do you think that happened, though?
When I was younger, before my tattoos, my magic would flare up when things got too emotional. And not just me, people around me, their anger or fear or joy, I could feel it, physically feel it. I used to hate it, but this was kind of beautiful.
Before the tattoos, though?
Yeah. My parents brought in a sapiarch to examine me. Said it was undisciplined soul magic. And when I couldn't hide the flares, tattoos. After that, the flares were much easier to control. But that feeling of connection never quite went away.
Why do you think Wisteria brought this out on you?
When I joined the Garland Ring, she accepted me, faults and all. Taught me how to use magic despite the dampening my tattoos projected. How to fight, be confident. How could I not fall in love? And now, that love might be just what we need.
Alright. Maybe we can see what we can do. Labyrinth is down this way, right? Yep.
Hang on. I sense something. Let's check out that pavilion. Another bottle of Shimmerine Rosé. Wisteria was here.
Damn, she's a lush. She's not drinking any water. She's just drinking wine.
All right, Tan. You can do this. Focus. Think of Wisteria. Reach out.
This is it. Our forces are gathering at Duskkeep. It's all moving so quickly. Breathe, woman. You are in control. No one can stop you. Not even Tan and that Dawn.
Oh, I did it again! That was incredible! Did you see that? I'm amazing! But this is so strange. Seeing Wisteria like this? She's stressed, I can tell. She's mustering the Saythalmor at this Duskkeep. Whatever they're planning, it must be big, and it must be soon.
Do you know where this Duskkeep is located?
Never heard of the place. We tried to find the Saythalmor's primary base for ages. But you can't throw a rock in Somerset without hitting a ruin. Any one of them could be a secret lair.
Well, how do we find it?
We have one more location to check. Echo Pond. I say we head there and see what other memories I can manifest. We might learn more about their big plan or the location of Duskkeep. It's obviously the staging ground.
Let's go.
Echo Pond is north of Marbrook, just beyond Drilladon Pass. Hopefully we can find something I can work with there. It's the last place Snapdragon lists in her journal. The last place Wisteria went before... well, yeah.
What's with all the bottles of Syrian Rose?
I think I may be on her mind. I once found her drinking a bottle before a mission. She was embarrassed. Told me that it reminded her of home. I said it was a bad habit that would be a little less bad if we shared it.
Did you make it to the mission?
Not even a little. Hyacinth was so mad. Friend, I think she's scared. I mean, I clearly don't know everything about her, but if she's drinking this, she's worried. Worried that her fight might cost her everything. Who's a good mount?
It's inanimate. It is Echo Pond. Up there. The bottle.
All right, reach out. Let's see what Wisteria was up to.
This is it. There's no going back. Once we make our move, we succeed or die trying. I promised the world for you, Tanlorin. That starts today, with the head of the Proxy Queen.
Uh-oh.
Oriel! Did she just say they're going to kill the Proxy Queen of Eleanor?
Yeah. Yeah, kind of did.
The Proxy Queen? Wisteria, you... Ugh. All right, focus. To take on the Proxy Queen of Alinor, she'd need an army. That's why the Saythalmor are gathering at Dusk Keep. They're consolidating their forces for one final mission. We have to stop them.
We still don't know where it is, though. Where you go?
We don't know where it is, but we do know Wisteria will be there. Ah, gods help me, I have an idea. I pulled on our connection to see memories of her past, right? What if I try to push on that connection and use it to open a portal straight to her?
Well, let me think here. We get ripped in half because of the tidal forces of teleportation. We walk right into a trap. Go to the wrong person and we get lost forever. You think you can do that?
That's a reasonable question. Won't know until I try. But first, let's go to the greenhouse. Hyacinth and the gardener have connections to Wisteria too. If I can tangle us all together and really push, maybe I can get us directly into Dusk Keep.
Before you go, I have some history regarding history of the Proxy Queen. Wait, listen to me, you know.
That's a casual way to drop that into the conversation. You have some history with Proxy Queen Alwa Narwe? Friend, you are a never-ending fountain of surprises. If you know her, then you know how much we absolutely cannot let her get assassinated.
Yeah, right. So let's go find Hyacinth and Gardener. Though I still want to like tell somebody
I know
from the
my
Eye of the
idea
Queen.
is strange, but what I felt as I manifested those memories was so strong. Strong like the bond we share, like the bond I shared with Wisteria. We can use that. I know it. Let's get to the greenhouse and I'll prove it.
Can I see a few questions first, though?
All right, as long as we're quick. The Proxy Queen. I still can't believe Wisteria plans to kill her.
Why do you think the Saythalmor is targeting the Proxy Queen, though?
Queen Irene leads the Dominion, of course, and personally, I think she's amazing. But understand, for Somerset, the Proxy Queen is a far more public royal face. If she's killed, and the Saythalmor have someone lined up to take her place...
You think the goal is to replace the Proxy Queen with their own?
If the Saythalmor truly want to change the world, an all-Merry Dominion civil war would be a great place to start. The eyes of the Queen fighting Saythalmor in the streets of Alinor, Cyrodiil forces under the Eagle banner struck from behind... Ugh.
Yeah, we talked about, though.
I know my idea is strange, but what I felt as I manifested those memories was so strong. Strong like the bond we share, like the bond I shared with Wisteria. Who's a pretty mount? You are!
Gardener.
Gardener! Hyacinth! We know Wisteria's plan, and I know how to get to her. But we need your help!
Bogcup, calm yourself and start from the beginning.
No time. I need to focus. My friend can explain everything.
Hi.
How were you able to find Wisteria? We've exhausted every method at our disposal in our search for her and came up fruitless. And did you discover the truth about her plans?
We did. Wisteria plans to kill the Proxy Queen.
What? Impossible. A strike like that would require years of preparation. Protective walls would need to be dispelled. But it does explain some of the actions they've taken. Some irregularities. Gods, we have to warn the Proxy Queen.
Tanlorin has a plan. We need your help, though.
I trust Bogcup, and you've proven yourself quite effective. Whatever you intend to do, I'll support it. Wisteria is cunning and as patient as anyone I've ever met. She would not take this risk if she didn't think it would succeed.
We'll stop Wisteria. Listen to Tanlorin, right?
All right, Bogcup. What would you have us do?
Everyone think about Wisteria. Strengthen my connection. I'll push out and bridge the space between us. It's working! Friends, reach out with us. Dusk Keep, here we come.
Do I have to? Oh. This is a place.
I feel like I got hit by a speeding carriage, but it worked. This must be Dusk Keep. I can sense Wisteria somewhere nearby. Too bad there wasn't enough energy to bring Hyacinth and the gardener with us. Are you ready to cut down some Say Thalmor?
Go. So,
Show them what we got.
hi everyone. Come here. This is all you've got to take on a queen? Really?
Bet there's more nearby.
This is an army. This is like a Boy Scout troop.
No, not when we're so close. We march forward toward perfection.
What does that even mean, really?
Give me a moment. Ugh, I think I pulled something.
Tanlorin? I knew you'd find me. But you're too late. Just stand back, Spitfire. Let me change the world. For us.
This isn't what I want, Wisteria. If you go after the Proxy Queen, I'm coming after you.
There's that spark. Do what you must, Tan.
We're ready. On your order.
Go! If you oppose me, Tan, I won't hold back.
I
That
think
shit.
we can bring this barrier down. Focus, Tan. Just like before. Reach out. The ritual! It's still active! Just use the ritual foci to get the magic flowing again. No turning back, friend. Let's go cause some trouble. Wisteria! It's over! Give this up! Please.
It's you and me, Tanlorin. To the very end. Patience, to me! The Proxy Queen must die! Patience, attack! The Dominion must be perfect! Perfect!
Beautiful legwork.
It can never stop!
What was that?
It's over. She's dead.
We appreciate your aid, but will someone please tell us what in Oblivion is going on?
Murder attempt. Hi. Remember me?
Wisteria is dead. Despite everything she did, all the pain she caused. It still hurts. Oleander, Snapdragon, Gladiolus, was it worth it? All those lives. I wish I could ask her.
You're gonna be alright?
I can still feel her. The connection is fading, but still there. When we first arrived, she was like a storm beating against the inside of my skull. Anger, frustration, fear. Now she's a breeze. A whisper in my ear. And now, she's gone.
Sorry, Tanlorin.
I'm not going to waste time wondering what might have been. If this is how she wanted to change the world, we never had a future to begin with. Friend, hey, look. We won. The Proxy Queen is alive. Let's try to take joy in that.
You're right there.
What a terrible occurrence. How shall we explain this to the court?
Winter storms?
Your Majesty! Hello! I'm an admirer! Sorry about the mess.
I see I'm just in time. Bogcup, well done. Hello, my dear niece. Don't I always say that your uncle has your best interests at heart?
Uncle? We should have known you had a hand in this.
I'll answer all your questions, I promise. But first I must tend to my associates.
We shall allow it, but we insist you return as soon as possible.
Of course. Bogcup, would you and your friend care to accompany me back to the greenhouse?
You don't have to tell me twice. Let's go!
Off to the step, talk to the Proxy Queen again. Hi. Hi, bailiffs.
We suspected our uncle had a role to play in all this. Very clever, that one. This garland ring is a solution we never would have conjured, even in our wildest imaginings. One supposes there may be further use for such a group.
Oh, that's right. I'm working with Tanlorin in the Golden Ring right now.
The garland ring? How curious. You do get around, it would seem. We suppose that makes sense, given your affiliation with that... cat.
Cat. Did you ever get the scent of him out of your chair? Well, the group who attacked you called them the Sathalmor.
Ah, yes. We have heard of this Sathalmor organization. It is clear we underestimated the threat they posed. It seems we owe our lives to you once again, adventurer. To you and this garland ring.
The Golden Ring tries to do what's best for the people of Somerset.
A lovely sentiment, and one that we share. We will have to make a formal inquiry. Most likely alert our cousin Queen Irene. But it is not every day an attempt is made on our life. Even rarer that we are so unsettled. Thank you, both of you.
Oh, you're welcome, Your Majesty. Palace Bailiff. Damn.
Best not to overstay our welcome. Run along now before my niece decides to make us clean up this mess.
Alright. Off we go.
Hyacinth! Look! We're alive!
Yes, I can see that. I presume everything turned out well?
Kinda.
Most extraordinary. Bogcup and their friend stopped Wisteria and saved the Proxy Queen.
After everything we've been through, can we stop with the flower names? Why am I a Bogcup anyway?
Oh, Bog... Tanlorin. The name was never meant as an insult. The Bogcup blossom flourishes in the harshest of environments. Just like you.
Oh, that's sweet, actually. Thank you.
Listen.
To say I am impressed would be an understatement. Since the beginning, you have proven yourself time and time again. Enough pleasantries. The gardener would like a word.
Without you and Tanlorin, my niece would be dead right now. I hope you believe me when I say how much your efforts mean to me. Thank you. As for my relationship with the Proxy Queen, well, I hope I can rely on your discretion.
I suppose. Well, what we do now?
It is time for the Garland Ring to take a new form. Just as flowers grow back, vibrant and strong, from the ashes of a fire we shall rise again, strengthened by the challenges that faced us. Though it may change the very heart of what we were.
What do you mean?
We lost so much to the Sethalmor. Only a handful of us remain. When I return to Alinor, I shall propose to my niece that we fold the ring into the Proxy Queen's court. We will continue the fight for the Dominion's soul from within.
Well, that's a big challenge.
A change we should mark with some ceremony. We each have something to mourn. The end of the Garland Ring as we know it. The loss of dear friends. Lost love. I prepared a bouquet to say goodbye to them all. Grab it and bring it to the brazier.
All right.
I've asked our friend to burn this bouquet. A reminder of all we've lost. A farewell to who we were. I began the Garland Ring with a hope to change the Dominion for the better. I believe we did, though it tested us greatly. The Garland Ring is no more. But perhaps something new shall grow from the ashes. To a brighter future, for all of us, one and all.
All right.
I heard. The ring becomes a part of the Proxy Queen's court, huh? The Proxy Queen is no Sethalmor, but royalty have their own particular ideas of what constitutes justice. I think I say no thank you.
Oh, thank you to what?
The Garland Ring saved my life. The gardener, Hyacinth, Wisteria, they accepted me when no one else would. But if the group is changing, I think it's time I change too. Bugcup needed the Garland Ring. Tanlorin doesn't.
What are you gonna do now?
Well, that's the thing. I have this friend, and they're quite the adventurer. There are Daedric realms we haven't seen, dungeons to pilfer. There's so much of the world left to explore. Whole continents even. And I'd love to see them with you.
Well, all right then.
Wisteria did everything she could to defeat us. She killed agents, tortured friends. She broke my heart. But thanks to you, I had the strength to face her, to stop the Sethalmor plot. As long as we're together, I'm ready for whatever comes next.
And we get a house guest.
Gardener, I understand what you're doing, but I think my time with the Garland Ring has come to an end. It's been an honor.
Tanlorin, the honor was all mine. Of course, you should do what you think is right for you. I wish you only the best.
Do not forget us, Tanlorin. Though I suppose that is highly unlikely, I am quite memorable. Do come visit when you can.
Oh, I will. I'll still drag you out to get drinks every now and then, Hyacinth. Thank you. Both of you.
What do you gotta say?
I briefly imagined you would join our ranks. I even started a design on your armor. Alas, it was not meant to be. Perhaps our paths will cross again. Until then, enjoy your adventures with Tanlorin. The gardener and I will see to the rest.
What will you do next?
It appears I have some spare time. No doubt the gardener will call me back to my workshop soon enough, but not today. Perhaps I will do some traveling. You and Tanlorin seem to enjoy that lifestyle.
Yep.
Perhaps it would suit me as well.
Oh, where would you go?
It has been some time since I did a thorough scavenging run into a Dwemer construct. Or perhaps I will once again try to find the entrance to the fabled Clockwork City. I have learned so much from the scraps. Imagine what I could learn firsthand.
I could just take you there, you know. Well, whatever.
The Garland Ring is no more, but it will live on in spirit. I spent years developing connections and resources. Far too much work to give up after one assassination plot. The ring will change, like the seasons. A cycle of renewal.
Yeah, tell yourself that. So what are you going to do next?
I promised my niece I'd return to Alinor to debrief her and the court. Make no mistake, elements of the Sethalmor still threaten the heart and soul of the Dominion. I'm under no illusion that we defeated them completely. More's the pity.
Oh? Think they're going to strike again?
If not the Sethalmor, then another banner will rise someday. The people of Somerset struggle with an idea, you understand. The corrupting belief that high elves are destined to rule. Fighting that idea is the singular challenge of my people.
Interesting.
Look at us. Just two part-time do-gooders. Hunting spies, saving queens. We can make a decent living of this. Hey, I know I've called you a friend from the moment we met, but I mean it. You might even be my best friend. Just don't tell Hyacinth.
Will you miss being part of the Garland Ring?
Maybe. Probably. I've made incredible memories with the ring, and drowned away an equal number of sorrows drinking with them. Traitorous lovers and assassinations aside, I think we did some good.
What's next?
I'm going to work on my brooding. Maybe flirt around. Most of all, I want to keep adventuring with you. See the rest of what Tamriel has to offer. Check out all those Daedric realms, maybe even an Aedric one, if you're up to it. Just say the word.
That's the Talon's crest.